guys, welcome back to my channel, Ask Parul. Ask stands for Always Seek Knowledge, and in this channel, I focus on sharing my knowledge on getting professional growth, helping people gain financial security, and personal development to help and inspire people to live a well rounded and successful life. So, if any of these three topics resonate with you, then do subscribe to my channel and look into the playlist of my channel for other useful videos. So, today we are going to discuss a topic which is called what are the top 5 life lessons that I feel that most people learn way too late in life. So, make sure you watch till the end so you don't miss out on these valuable insights. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for more amazing content. And do remember that whatever I'm sharing in this video is purely basis my own personal and professional experience, things that I have witnessed in my life and through my own experiences, and things I wish I knew a bit earlier in my life, preferably when I was in my 20s, but it's never too late. And unlike it said, that smart people tend to learn from everything and everyone, average people tend to learn from their own experiences, and stupid people think that they know it all. And given that most of us want to be in the smart category, hopefully you can learn few things from this video. So let's get started and let's dive into the top 5 lessons in life. Lesson number 1 is prioritizing mental health. I think in our fast paced world, it's very easy to get caught up in the day to day hustle and almost forget to take care of ourselves. Many people neglect their mental health and focus just on the physical well being, career success, or gaining material possessions. However, it's so crucial to realize that it all starts from the mind. And remember that mental health is everything, so prioritize it. Make the time you need as if your life depends on it because it does. I think prioritizing mental health and practicing self care is so crucial and can be achieved by adopting good positive habits such as journaling, reading inspirational or motivational books, spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness, meditation, doing regular exercise, doing community surveys or charity work. All these activities can have a great positive influence on our mental well being, and it also helps to reduce anxiety, depression, and stress. And likewise, I think making time for meaningful conversations, being able to share our feelings, vulnerabilities with true, genuine connections. It could be our friends, family, colleagues, where we truly connect with at a much deeper emotional level and not just engage in superficial materialistic conversations is essential for mental health. And remember that we all have limited time, so using it wisely with people that we truly love and connect with is very important. And like it said that be picky with who you invest your time in. A wasted time is worse than wasted money. And I truly feel that, time is the only depreciating asset in the world. If you have money, you invest it somewhere, it's likely that with time it's going to appreciate, right? But time is the only finite resource or asset which will just go down with time. And lastly, don't hesitate or feel ashamed to talk about your mental health issues or seek professional help if you are struggling with any of those issues. Just the way we seek a doctor's help for any physical problem, likewise we have therapists, counselors, support groups that can provide valuable guidance and resources to help you navigate life challenges and for helping resolve mental health issues. So that was lesson number 1, which is prioritizing mental health. Lesson number 2, which I think I have learned the hard way, is that everything is temporary. And I think if you look back in your life, you might realize that everything, right from our material possessions, relationships, friends, jobs, the way we look, everything is actually temporary. And we get so much attached to temporary things and we sometimes try to control it. And then we just wonder that why our happiness never lasts. Uh, and there is a famous saying that says that not just personal unhappiness, but all strife in life, including war, is the result of an overemphasis on temporary things. It could be money, power, position, and material possession. And likewise, the same is with our situations as well. I think our good times are temporary and our bad times are temporary as well. So when you are up, enjoy it, bask in it, and be grateful for it. And likewise, when we are down or facing a setback or a challenge, it's important to know that we will eventually get through it, knowing that it's not the end of life and it's just a rough patch. Uh, and life is, always full of twists and turns, ups and downs, shocks and surprises, and most of them it will hit when we least expect them to happen. And sometimes we tend to forget that it's all about the journey and not the actual destination. And everyone's journey will be different than ours, and there is a lesson in everything that's happening in our life. I think it's a lot hard for people, especially young people, to fully appreciate life. Recognizing the full worth of your hardship, challenges, and mistakes is key to appreciating the journey of life. Uh, what I have seen is that after undergoing a hardship, that people have a new knowledge to offer to those who are going through similar experiences. It's a unique source of meaning because it not just gives our life a purpose, but it also gives our suffering a purpose too. And remember that people help where they have been hurt so that their wounds are not in vain. And likewise, it's also very important to stay humble, grounded, and grateful for the joys and success that life brings to you. Because, like I said, everything at the end is temporary and will eventually change. So, make the most out of it while it lasts. And when it is time for change, don't try to control the situations, rather than accept it as it is. Uh, so, like I said, that's one of my favorite lessons, by the way, which is lesson number two. That is, everything is temporary. Lesson number three is the importance of being present. There is a famous saying by Lao Tzu who said that if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. And if you are at peace, you are living in the present. I think we often tend to either worry about what's yet to come, or we dwell on something that has already happened. And I feel that while it's definitely crucial to care and consider your future, make an action plan about it, but it's also important, and it's important to be careful to not let it hinder your present. And like I said, moments can turn into memories very quickly. So enjoy the moment while you have it. And I think it usually takes people a lifetime of piled up worries for them to eventually realize that working isn't productive, and living in the past is equally unproductive. So there are definitely benefits in being able to reflect on yourself, on your past, and learn from those mistakes. But paying too much attention to what we have been through, how it makes you feel, can take up a lot of emotional energy and toll on our overall well-being. And it's also important to create that balance, the balance of being able to take time to reflect and then to prioritize your future while spending the majority of your day in the present. I feel is the most valuable thing, and it's life changing. Do remember that the fruits of any action is only from doing that action, and what we choose to do today as an action in the present moment, it's only that's going to bring the consequence in the future. So learn to stay in the present while planning for your future and learn from your past mistakes. Lesson number four is do what you love and love what you do. I feel that our work is inarguably one of the largest aspects of our life that we dedicate so much time and energy to. And if we are not happy in our career, that unhappiness will most likely seep into other aspects of our life. And while nothing is perfect, no job or career is perfect, it's important to work on yourself and position yourself to reach those goals and satisfaction that we desire. And most importantly, invest in yourself. And being a lifelong student is so important, that I've spoken in one of my previous video. And I feel choosing a career, an area of work that you truly enjoy, something that aligns with our overall purpose, passion and true calling. Like I said in one of my professional success and growth tips video, is that if we can somehow monetize that true purpose, passion, or a true calling, then that's when our work translate into a vocation. And like Aristotle has said, that where your talents and the needs of the world intersect, there lies your vocation. And this goes for our non work life too. It's important to understand that what habits and hobbies do you want to stop? Maybe it's laziness, procrastination, and which ones do you want to develop. It's important to be conscious of the type of people and activities you surround yourself with, and do remember that you are the average of 5 people you spend the most time with. And likewise, information is like nutrients to your brain, so be aware of what you're feeding yourself with. And do remember that you are the only person who is solely responsible for your life, and you are the only person who can get into the way of living that you truly want to live and the what you enjoy. And lastly, I would like to say in this thing is, there's a famous saying by Bob Dylan who said that what's money? A man is a success if he gets up in the morning and goes to bed at night, and in between he does what he truly wants to do. So loving what you do is extremely important, and that's lesson number 4. Lesson number 5, last but not the least, is being happy takes work. I think people are under this misconception. A lot of people have this misconception actually, that some people are naturally happy. And while that could be true, some people are naturally more exuberant. But it's also important to realize that for a majority of them, the happiest people are actually the ones who have worked on themselves the most. Being happy takes a lot of work, just as much work, if not more, to be unhappy. So choose wisely. And being happy does not mean that you are away from reality or you're ignoring the reality. But being happy means that at some point in your life, you have decided to take control of your life. It means that you have decided that you are not going to be a victim anymore to the situations and people in your life, but rather you will put that energy back in yourself. And sometimes it can be hard, depending on the situations and our personal circumstances, but you still have to pull yourself up and push yourself forward. Remember that your lifetime is a series of developments and personal growth. And I feel one of the things which can always come in the way of happiness, the worst thing that we can do for self development is comparing ourselves and our lives to other people. It's so easy to get caught up in jealousy and comparison and wanting what other people have, and also judging other people for what just looks on the surface. And like it said, don't compare your life to others and judge others. You have no idea of what their journey is all about. Uh, I think, especially with the way we interact with social media these days, you have to remember that people only tend to show their best parts of their lives on those platforms. And it's not necessarily true, right? And it's not fair to yourself when you see that and you think that, okay, I want to do that or I want to look like that. Not only does that distract us from being appreciative of what we have in our own life, it also just does not provide any productive input to oneself. And most often, your perception of someone else's life is just a fallacy. It's just an illusion. Who knows that someone on LinkedIn might look to be doing very well in their career, but in hindsight, they may be having, faced many rejections in the past, or may have been laid off or sacked, right? They may be struggling with their health or personal issue. Likewise, people or happy couples who post on Facebook or Instagram, who knows, they might be having a turbulent marriage, or what kind of sacrifices they may have made, or their children's health might be suffering, right? So no one has had an easy road. At least I don't know of anyone who have had an easy road in life. Everyone has their own personal struggles, and it's your journey and your path that you should be concerned with the most, right? And being happy takes practice, whether it's learning the art of letting go of your ego, practicing detachment, or forming self-loving habits, it all take practice and efforts. And if you do put that effort for a realistic amount of time, then we can be happy and contented. And remember that you have only one life, so work as hard as you can to make it your best life. So those are the top 5 lessons that I feel sometimes people learn way too late in life, and there is no timeline to say what's late. But I feel that if we can, somehow learn these lessons, I'm very sure that we can improve our quality of lives. I hope these insights can help you to live a more fulfilling, successful, and balanced life. And if you found this video helpful, then do give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family members. Do leave me a comment with your thoughts. What have you learned in your life? I definitely would like to learn from you guys. And don't forget to my channel, Ask Parul, for more useful content. Until I see you the next time, keep seeking knowledge and goodbye. Take care.